You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Daly. If you could just run away to anywhere in the world and start a new life, where would you go and what would you do?
Are you looking to pull a your dad or something? What's going on here?
I'm not going anywhere, but I have a buddy that bought a bar in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, sick.
He had a radio job. He was working at a radio station. Was very well paid. Like, he was a high-level guy. And just was like, I'm going to the DR to run a bar. Bye forever.
And like out on a beach or something? Or
yeah, like he's not, he doesn't have a home in Canada anymore. He sold all his stuff.
Did he kill anyone or anything? Is he trying to like flee the law?
When we would go to the bars, his nickname was El Diablo, but I don't think he actually murdered anybody.
No ties there or anything? Okay.
Him and the missus went down to Dominican a couple times, enjoyed it down there. One time saw a bar up for sale. He had like money stocked away, and they just both decided this is our life now.
Yeah.
And I have not heard from them in a while because they are just like fully off the map. They just went for it.
I mean, you got to have some money to do something like that, I guess.
Yeah, I think for the most part, you have to have some savings stocked away. But isn't that like, I feel like that's a dream that you see on like TV and movies a lot of, just like, you know what? Just gonna risk it all and start a new life somewhere warm and cool.
Yeah, it's a movie trope for sure. I mean, I don't know. If I had to drop everything and move everywhere, I don't even know. What would you do?
So listen, I've been thinking about this since this guy bought the bar, and this is going to sound weird, but I've been making pizza a lot lately.
Okay.
And I think I make a pretty good pizza now.
Okay.
I was thinking it would be pretty cool to go sell pizza slices in Japan.
Why in Japan?
I just think Japan is cool.
Okay, yeah, sure. Do they like pizza out there? Is that a big thing?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a big thing. The thing is you want it to be big enough that they'll buy my pizza, but not so big that everybody else is already doing it.
I mean, you're big enough that they'll want to take photos with you.
That's also a
They
thing.
do like big people. Yeah.
I am a tourist attraction. I am a tall, fat, white guy. I would get people to come over to my little pizza
But isn't
stand.
Japan expensive?
Yeah, well, listen, it's my fantasy. I haven't thought it out.
How much money are you making that you can afford to just drop and open a pizza stand in Japan?
I got a missus and 3 kids and you to support. I'm not going anywhere. This is just in my imagination.
Why not go somewhere cheaper like Vietnam or like Thailand or something? Like that's those are like cheap places you could live off of like $5 a day.
I feel like people are going to ask a lot of questions if I'm just suddenly one day like I'm moving to Thailand to sell pizza.
You know what we were talking about? You're as a big guy, your entertainment in Japan. A big guy moving to Thailand is a red flag for everyone else.
I'm going to end up on I'm just trying to sell pizza to the people. No, I want to go to Japan.
You're part of Pizzagate if you move to Thailand. That's what that is.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Here's another contender for headline of the year, Dalby.
Hell yeah.
California man accused of selling invisibility cloaks that were allegedly just plastic bags.
I don't know if I'm mad at him or if I'm mad at anyone that bought a plastic bag thinking it could realistically be an invisibility
That's
cloak.
honestly what I was thinking. Here, listen to this story. Authorities say a man has been arrested after allegedly scamming dozens of customers by selling what he claimed were next generation invisibility cloaks, which investigators later discovered were nothing more than clear plastic bags.
Amazing.
According to court documents, the suspect marketed the cloaks online as government-adjacent stealth technology.
Government adjacent. Okay.
Yeah, promising buyers the ability to move unseen in plain sight, and customers were spending anywhere between $49 and $300 depending on the level of invisibility.
Like, if you just want people to not really notice you, you can get the entry-level $49
Or you can get the
bag.
VIP package.
Right,
yeah,
right. If
yeah.
you're planning on robbing a bank anytime soon, you don't want to skimp out on your invisibility cloak.
Apparently, the police say that he defended himself by claiming that the cloaks worked if you believed hard enough.
Yeah, and if you clap your hands, Tinkerbell will stay alive too.
And he blamed customers for having low vibrational energy, so saying it's more of a them problem.
This is not me, Your Honor. They just don't have the right aura.
But going back to what you said, I feel like I'm more upset at the people who thought they were buying invisibility cloaks than this guy himself.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's obviously fraud to tell people that this bag over your head.
People sold pet rocks in the 80s. This is illegal then?
No, but that's when you sell pet rocks, you're not saying the rock will come to life in the moonlight. You know what I mean?
I'd rather ring the shame bell on the people who thought that they were living out Harry Potter, man.
That's just it. He's a bad person for taking advantage of people, but there has to be some personal responsibility of you thought that this $49 bag was going to make you invisible.
If that guy can sell plastic bags to people, someone should hire this guy as a sales job. Like, if he can sell plastic bags, he could sell anything to anyone.
Honestly, this guy is the reason that people still have Cutco knives in a box in their garage somewhere.
Hire that guy in a sales position, and anybody who wanted one of those invisibility cloaks, put them on a list, because what were you planning to do with an invisibility cloak?
That's the other thing. There's no positive action to be taken with an invisibility cloak. What are you going to do for the greater good if people can't see you?
I feel like if you're buying an invisibility cloak, you're doing stuff that you don't want to know. And if you're one of these people that got scammed, I wouldn't even be telling anyone that I bought one of these things.
You could waterboard me and I wouldn't tell you. I spent $300 on a plastic bag.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
After talking about the guy in California who was selling alleged invisibility cloaks.
Yeah, you better call them alleged because they were just plastic bags.
We asked you guys, if you did have an invisibility cloak, what would you do? And I'd like to give a round of applause to everyone because not one person had an answer that could actually benefit society.
One person. It just came in right now. Someone texted in, I would do good deeds like drop groceries off on a family's doorstep so they wouldn't know, or I'd fix someone's fence so they wouldn't feel obligated to repay me. And everybody else either involved violence or theft.
I do like the guy who said he'd just hang around golf courses and like kick people's balls.
That was a good one. Also, I would take my invisibility cloak to Costco, and whenever anyone leaves their cart in the middle of the lane, I would just push it away.
Someone else texted in and said, I'd use my invisibility cloak for when I'm working in public so I could take a leak anywhere.
Peeing all the time with none of the work. Although, wouldn't you have to lift the cloak at least a certain height so that you could pee out of the cloak? If the only part of you that's visible is the only part that can get you arrested.
I mean, if it's invisible, does it stain? So does it matter? You know? Somebody said they'd sneak into Area 51. Other people just saying they'd sneak into places like concerts or going to the movies or whatnot, right? Sneaking late into work is another good suggestion.
Sure. This person said I'd eat a bunch of beans and fart by people.
Drive-by farting?
Yeah. Everybody's got their own thing, you know?
All right, we got Jason on the line. Jason, do you have a legit, like, a good answer on what you would do with an invisibility cloak, my man?
I would not tell anybody, and as soon as my wife said my full name, I would slip ever so gingerly in that cloak and hide.
As soon as you hear the full government name, I am not here.
Not even close. Or I hear, go ask your dad.
That is perfect. You know what? Parenting would probably be the best time to have an invisibility cloak. I mean, even you could just tell your kids, you know, we're going to play hide and seek or something, and then you throw the invisibility cloak on.
Yeah,
you
man.
could take a nap. You could watch the game, have a little me time kind of thing.
Right?
I will say, as a dad, the idea of the invisibility cloak couch nap sounds good on paper until you're fully asleep and invisible and one of your kids goes to jump on the couch.
And accidentally bags you.
Just break a rib or hit you in the crotch. You'll scar the kid for life when all of a sudden from the invisible couch they just hear, oh!
Teach them to not jump on the couch anymore, though, wouldn't it?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
My son had a great idea for the visibility cloak.
What is it?
So, well, you have a cameraman off to the side. You could make some awesome YouTube videos and get quite rich, I would think.
Just by, like, pretending to be a ghost?
You could do just about anything. Just tap people on the shoulder.
A prank ghost channel?
Yeah, they could go over well.
I think the move would be is to turn your house into a haunted Airbnb, and then you throw the cloak on. You charge people like a premium fee. There's hotels that people will stay at all the time, hoping to see some sort of paranormal activity.
Apparition.
And you watch people sleep at night and you rattle the door and whatnot.
Dude, you just go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of cheap like vases and just smash them every time someone stays there, and they're gonna freak out.
And nobody gets their damage deposit back either.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
The Brock and Dalby podcast.
Here is a crazy story. A woman in the UK recently hooked up with two identical twins separately, apparently within 4 days of each other. Now, she's had a kid, and she's been trying to figure out who the father of the child is.
But they're twins, so they have the same DNA.
According to science, they say that there is no actual way that they can distinguish which of the men is the father because they have pretty much the same genetics.
Oh, no.
So there's an interesting court case going on, which it totally feels like a weird, crappy 90s Rob Schneider type movie.
100%.
Because both brothers, they hooked up with the lady, like I said, within 4 days of the woman conceiving. But one brother is on the birth certificate already, and then the other brother is off the hook, but that brother's trying to claim that the baby is his now.
Oh, this is the anti-Maury Povich. He wants to be the dad.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what does the one who has his name, do they both want to be the dad? Because if one does and one doesn't, this seems like a real easy fix.
I mean, like, technically one of them is the dad on paper,
right?
But it seems like both of them want to be, or at least are trying. Like, I don't know how the court case is going to pay out there. Like, are they going to split time on weekends? Is one going to be dad and then one's going to be uncle sometime?
Man,
or
screw this kid. I don't even have one dad. You got two? Get out of here, you greedy little brat.
Maybe a game of rock, paper, scissors to solve it, or
best of three for custody?
I mean, for the kid, though, the kid won't be confused because if they are identical twins,
right,
you really won't be able to tell the difference.
Theoretically, they could just take turns and that kid might never know.
You hear about people having twins and literally mixing up their kids, calling them the wrong name all the time, right?
Now it goes the other way, Uncle Dad.
You know what the real shame is? Is it's a shame that she wasn't pregnant with twins, because then she could have just assigned each of them a baby.
The Brock and Dalby podcast. This is Brock and Dalby's $15,000 big bag of cash.
Will you keep what you got or take another shot?
All right, we are joined on the line by Teresa right now. Teresa, we're hoping to give you a big bag of cash. How are you doing?
I'm hoping the same thing.
Everybody's got one goal in mind. I mean, maybe there's an accountant somewhere, Rogers Corporate, that's hoping that you bust or quit early.
Screw that guy.
Everybody in this room right now is rooting for you to take as much money off the counter as is available.
And everybody in this car, and it's just me. So,
all right. Well, the first vault is guaranteed money. Are you ready to get that one opened up here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Big money.
Yeah.
Let's take a little look-see.
$455.
Well.
That's just mean.
What do you mean it's mean? You just got $455. That's not mean.
I mean,
how am I supposed to move on from that? I don't.
I mean, come on. I was going to say, do you think the second vault is going to be a buzzer? But then again, what do I know?
It's up to you.
Oh,
you've got $455, and no one's going to be mad at you if you walk away with that money. It's more than you started with.
I believe that there's more money to be earned here this morning, Teresa. But that's just me. What are you thinking?
Oh, you know what? I already said if you believe, I believe. So we'll do at least one more.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw
up.
Let's take a look here. You ready?
Yeah.
$510.
A small jump that puts you over that $500 mark that's kind of been the line for some people.
I'm done believing.
You're done believing. Are you sure, Teresa? You want to bail right now? Because I'm telling you, if you take my hand...
You're feeling it.
I feel like there's something behind this next vault for you.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, the worst thing that can happen if you trust Brock here is that you'll end up with exactly as much money as you started with and less trust in Brock. But the best thing that could happen is that you get more money.
Are you taking my hand? Are we going to Neverland, or are we bailing?
All right, let's jump.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, you are going to feel like such a dick if this is an empty
I would
vault.
be so mad at you.
Teresa, I will hang up so fast on you if this is a wrong one. But let's see here.
Come on, money.
$545.
Okay, we're done.
We're done.
I trusted you. We jumped. I'm proud of you for not lying to me, and we're all done.
Wait, he wasn't lying to you. He was guessing.
No.
He had no idea.
That's gambling, baby.
Oh,
All right. Now, unfortunately, Teresa, we do have to see what was in the remaining vaults. Can you stomach that?
yeah, because I already know that I won something.
Okay.
So I
There you
think-
go.
I think
All right.
I'm
So
okay. I might try,
545,
though.
545 in your pocket, but vault 4.
$575.
Wow, real slow burn.
Another $30 there. Let's see. If you hadn't have let go of my hand and we continued all the way to vault 5, here's what would have been in there.
$835.
$835. Do you wish you had held on to my hand a little bit longer, or?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, 3. I mean, yeah, when you only missed $30, that's easy. When you miss 300, that's tough.
Okay, let's see what would have been in vault number 6 here.
Okay.
All right, you missed on about $300 or so there, but still $535. That ain't nothing to sneeze at.
545.
$545.
Oh, even better.
If I'm wrong, I'll kick in the extra $10 myself.
There you go. Hey, well, congratulations, Teresa. What are you going to do with that money?
You know what? I actually have no idea, but I'll probably put it in my gas tank.
Yeah, that's the answer everybody's. It's just the state of the world right now. You never know when those pumps are going to jump up again.
You know what? It's a long weekend. Party at Teresa's house, baby.
Yeah!
Let's go.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I saw a new study that I think shows that we are missing out on some very easy social media traction for the show. And it's because you're being selfish.
What am I doing?
You don't have an Instagram for Silas or Murphy.
You want me to make an Insta for my dogs?
I'm just saying, listen, there's a lot of people that are doing this. A new study finds that 35% of pet owners have set up some sort of social media page for their pets.
How many of them are actually successful, though?
Well, actually, the average for these accounts, according to, again, this survey of about 2,000 pet owners, is 925 followers per pet.
Okay.
Which 89% of the pet owners say is more followers than they have on their personal social media.
I will say I do feel bad sometimes where I'm like scrolling, watching videos of dogs and stuff on Instagram, and then I'm sitting right beside my dog. Like, I wonder if they ever get jealous, like, hey, over here.
Right. It would be like sitting next to your girlfriend and scrolling through bikini photos of girls.
Sure.
And they're just like, hey, I'm right here.
Why can't you be more like this dog? You know?
Imagine if dogs got jealous the way that we do of like seeing dogs with all the newest toys and coolest foods and going on car trips and are just like, man, one day that'll be my life.
I would totally start an Instagram account for my dogs because they are cute as hell and they do the funniest thing. But I don't know if anybody else has this problem with their dogs. They refuse to do anything on camera.
Oh, as soon as you pull your phone out.
Like, they'll be doing the cutest stuff, playing with toys, whatever,
Yeah.
goofing around. And as soon as they see me pull it out, they're just like instantly walk away. Like, they want nothing to do with the paparazzi, man.
It's like, what was that old cartoon frog, the WB frog that would do the singing and dancing until people came around? That's what you've got right there. What you need to do is you need to set up some of those like motion sensitive trail cameras in your backyard to capture the fun moments without them knowing.
Put cameras inside the house just to watch the dogs.
You got your own reality show.
Yeah,
Wait, hang on. Don't say that like you don't have a camera in the house to watch your dogs.
We had a camera in the house. We had a camera in the house 2 years ago, and then it became a problem because every time Courtney looked at it, it was just me sitting on the couch with my hand in my pants.
ruins a bit of the romance.
Yeah. It goes from like, let's see what the dogs and Brock are doing today to just like, oh, this is it, eh?
This is a real bummer.
Yeah. Not everything needs to be on camera, you know?
So what you're saying is we're not going to start posting Silas and Murphy content on Instagram?
I mean, is there content for me just sitting on the couch with my hand down my pants? Would people watch that?
Brother, there is a market for everything. I don't know if you want to meet the people who want that content, but they'll take it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yeah, that whole thing with the dogs. If you have a dog with any part golden retriever in it, they get extremely jealous.
If they see you watching videos of other dogs?
Me and my wife will be watching them. And, oh, is that ever cute? And as soon as we say that, she's up on top of us, slapping the phone away from us, trying to get attention, and like her snout under our hand, trying to flip our hand onto her back to give her a scratch or a pet or whatever. Every time.
Imagine if it was the reverse. If dogs had social media and they were just scrolling and they were like, "Look at these humans going on hikes all the time." Would be nice.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Did you know that for the first time in 50 years, NASA is sending astronauts to the moon tomorrow?
Had no idea. Had not heard even a lick of it, that we were going to the moon.
There's
or
a Canadian
around.
that's going to be on the space shuttle, too. Some guy from Ontario.
First Canadian to ever be on a manned mission to the moon, and no one's talking about it.
Yeah, the reason I found out was I was just scrolling through Facebook yesterday, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I instantly just went to the next thing.
On to the next one. Well, and especially like tough timing from NASA and the Canadian Space Agency to try and tell everybody, like, we're going to fly human beings around the moon. Oh, when are you going to do it? April 1st.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it just sounds like a joke.
That's the thing, is like, you haven't gone to the moon in 50 years and all of a sudden you're going on April Fool's Day. Like, guys, wait a day.
I mean, like, neither of us are alive, but back in 1969, when they first went to the moon, that was a huge thing. People sat with their families around the radio, the TV, whatever it is. Like, did the moon fall off, or like, did space travel fall off as soon as rich people started doing it? Or
I guess. I mean, well, look at the reaction to Katy Perry getting to go into space, or William Shatner getting to go into low orbit. And all of a sudden everybody was just like, this is stupid and space sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
It used to be a big pissing competition between nations on like who could get there first, right?
Well, yeah, in 60s, it was America versus Russia, and whoever got to space first would rule the world.
Yeah, and now it just seems like we stopped caring about the moon.
Yeah, we're just gonna go on a random Wednesday in April.
Yeah, it's just like I said, like space overall doesn't seem like a big deal. I'd almost put the moon in the same vein as like the royal family, which rightfully so we shouldn't care about. But
well, yeah, we should care about space way more than the royals. But you're right, they're two categories that used to dominate our attention span, and now we're like, eh.
Is it our attention spans that's the problem? Is like social media killed everything? Because even like, I mean, we're talking about space. What was it, 2 years ago? Some FBI director literally came out and was like, aliens were real, and we were like, more videos of guys pressure washing driveways, please.
Right. There's some scientist somewhere that's like, we're finally doing it. We finally have the technology to go back to the moon, and we are going to take a Canadian astronaut. And then someone's just like, nah, swipe.
Yeah. We're so unimpressed nowadays.
Hitting the not interested button on mind-changing science.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Eric, why do you think people don't care about us going to the moon tomorrow?
Well, like, I think people definitely care, but the reason that this is being like underreported and kind of like maybe like under the rug is I don't think they're actually going.
Oh, you think it's the conspiracy thing?
Yeah. Like, I think they're going to make it seem like they're going, but like they're not. You know, there's so much footage that you can do now, AI, whatever. Like, you can easily fake a moon landing.
This trip to the moon brought to you by ChatGPT.
Yeah. Like, you don't need Stanley Kubrick anymore.
I feel like the moon became less of a big deal, honestly, once conspiracy theorists like got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think, you know, that'll help play into like what they're trying to do for sure. But SpaceX has been doing like, I don't know how many, like 1,000 flights a year or something, and NASA hasn't been able to pull anything off. And now all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're going to the moon.
Damn, he's got me thinking about it.
I know.
Have you thought about starting a YouTube channel, Eric? I would like to subscribe.
No, I don't have time for that.
Get this man on the Joe Rogan podcast stat.
Also, get him a security guard.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto 649 tickets to give away this morning, and of course we are playing.
So what's your fucking excuse?
And the excuse that we are looking for is your kid went into your bedroom and is asking, Mommy, why do you have handcuffs?
Or Daddy, to be fair, is an open-ended thing where the handcuffs have been discovered.
Sure.
And now you have to decide how honest you want to be with your kids.
If you are not one of our parents coming up with an excuse this morning, you are a judge, so please judge accordingly. 762-555, who has the best excuse here?
If you are not one of our deviants.
We will start with this one here.
If a bad guy comes into the house, I need to be able to subdue them.
Okay.
Yeah, plain and simple, right? Some people keep a bat by the bed. Some people keep handcuffs in the nightstand. You never know.
It's believable.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
I would almost tell them, it's 2026 in case you have to do a citizen's arrest. People are getting out of hand these days.
Kind of the same thing as the first guy, but a more of an explanation, actually.
I also like the idea that, like, it's a citizen's arrest, so it might be happening in the house. Maybe somebody's outside doing something wrong. I got to rush out there.
So we've got burglars. We've got citizen's arrests. What's this one here?
Hi, this is Tyler, and this is what would happen if my kids found our handcuffs. Oh, yeah, no. Actually, Mommy and Daddy keep those handcuffs so that we can have competitions to see who can get out of the handcuffs the fastest.
Mr.
So
and Mrs.
what you do is you lay down and you just lock up your hands, and then you try and escape from the handcuffs while the other person tries to distract you, and we time it. And then whoever gets the fastest time wins.
Then your kid goes to a sleepover and goes, do your parents do that thing where they put the handcuffs on and they time each other?
Even worse, the kid shows up to the sleepover with your handcuffs and be like, we're going to play a game my mom and dad play.
All right, okay, we'll do a few more here.
Okay.
This is Dan and Brennan, and this is how we would explain to our kid why there's handcuffs in the room.
Oh, teamwork.
So, honey, the reason why, Mommy has handcuffs, is, because...
Honey.
Yeah?
Let the boy watch.
Oh, my God.
Is that Will Ferrell?
Is that an excuse? Oh, God. A+ for teamwork, though.
Instead of telling the kid why you have handcuffs, you just show him.
Okay. I got two more here.
Now, little Timmy, Daddy has handcuffs because your mommy was a bad girl.
Well, there's a lot of therapy in that kid's future.
We're hitting a slippery slope here. Let's see what this last one is.
When Daddy's really bad and he has to be punished and sent to his room, I know he'll just walk out. So I cuff him to the bed until he serves his time.
Okay.
Maybe we should probably stop there.
I think that's the last three kind of capped it off there.
There are some other ones, but there's definitely a path we're going down here.
All right. Where are we going? Let the boy watch? No.
Honestly, if it wasn't a quote from a TV show, it would be an excellent answer.
I do like the game.
The competition one?
The competition is good. The arrest one is good. And the burglar one is probably like the most legit excuses that you could give your kids.
I like the citizen's arrest one, like I said, but I think the we do competitions. You're basically telling the kid exactly why you have handcuffs in the most PG way possible.
Text line is saying give it to the boy, but a lot of other people are saying, Tyler, I don't think legally we can do the one.
I think it should be the competition.
We'll do the competition one. All right,
I think so.
Tyler, you get the ding and the round of applause.
Very well done.
Hopefully your kids weren't listening because they are not going to believe that anymore.
There's a lot of kids that are going to have some questions today.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you didn't hear, Tiger Woods recently got into the rough, you could say.
Again.
Rolling his car, catching another Dewey there.
He's been in the rough in life more than he was on tour.
It's very interesting. I guess he did an interview with someone from People magazine where Tiger Woods announced that he has refused to hire a driver over the years due to privacy concerns.
What are the privacy concerns? How many mugshots do you have on the internet? That's the privacy concern.
I mean, he was known at one point to sleep around. Maybe he doesn't want people to know like where he's going and coming and all that stuff.
Well, let me just throw this out there. Crazy little piece of advice. Knock it off!
He says he doesn't want anyone to watch over him or know what he's doing. He thinks he is fine to drive. But it's also crazy to think at the same point that Tiger Woods is, in his profession, the best driver in the world. Right. On the roads, the worst driver.
It's just wild that, like, we have all this demonstrable proof that, no, you are not a good driver. You are bad at this. And he's just like, guys, I know what I'm doing.
You know what's even crazier? You know who doesn't have a DUI? John Daly.
John Daly knows when to call a cab. Yeah. All right? Someone needs to get John Daly as Tiger Woods' life coach.
A better driver on the roads and on the golf course, some might say, actually.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It looks like the Brad Treliving era is officially over.
That's
as
right.
The Leafs parted way with their general manager yesterday.
And now it's all going to turn around. The Cup Parade is back on, baby!
So as a Leafs fan, it's just kind of the endless cycle of cheering for that team, pretty much.
In and out, yeah. Any speculation as to who it's going to be going forward, or are they going to wait till the offseason?
I don't know. It feels like there's got to be a lot of change, but I also feel like we say this all the time. I mean, I also do think it's funny, like, or not funny, it's kind of weird to be in a position like Brad Treliving where every post I saw yesterday was just fans absolutely bashing him. Imagine getting... I'm pissed off about the way things have gone for the Leafs, but if you think about getting fired on a grand scale like that, how weird it would be if you're just at your regular job and everybody's able to comment it on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. You work at like an H&R Block doing people's taxes. Something happens, you get let go, and the internet is just like, God, I'm so glad that Dalby guy down at the H&R Block is gone.
And I know a lot of people will make fun of sports fans and be like, why do you care? Why do you go on these rants and whatnot? The way I like to think about it is I do think all of us have the right to complain because we're kind of like fans. We're basically like regulars at a bar.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, we come in, we spend a lot of money, we have expectations kind of thing or whatever.
And we don't like change, especially when it's for the worse.
Exactly, right? Like your favorite servers, say your favorite player gets traded away or whatever, or something like that.
That's
you know?
right. We like consistency. It's what we expect. Like not winning the cup since 1967.
You know what the Leafs need? The Leafs need someone like John Taffer to come in and fix it up.
Shut it down!
I've been watching way too much Bar Rescue lately.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Text us! Send us a text, 762-555. Come on and send a text to us right now, because it's time for you to text. 762-555. You can ask us anything you want, because it's time for you to text. 762-555. Questions, comments, or concerns. Ask us right now. 762-555. Come on, send a text to us, because we need you to...
First question we got in here says, do you think birds know that they're annoying in the morning?
No, I don't think they know that they're annoying any more than like that one person at your job is annoying for like talking too much. I just think that they're doing what they do and they have no idea that we hate it so much.
I disagree. I think, there's some people in society that are aware of how annoying they can be in public settings, and it's just like a lack of not caring,
right.
I think, yeah.
Well, I don't think that's all birds. I think that's just geese. I think geese know who they are.
I don't know. Whichever one is in the tree by my house that keeps doing the either that or they're just all just horny as hell.
Well, I think we know that.
Someone said, what internet clip do you quote on the regular? Could I start?
Oh, absolutely.
P.O.P. Hold it down. Mama, I love you.
I'm legally blind.
I'm legally blind. I can't even drive.
You know, this is one, and maybe it's only in my head because I saw that it got added to like the Australian National Sound Archive.
What's that?
But that dude that's being hauled out of the restaurant, he's like, what is the crime? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
That's the man who touched my penis.
That's the man. I see you know your judo well. Like, that's just, there's so many, because he goes on for so long. Manifest destiny.
If you have no idea of both clips that we are talking about, look up I'm Legally Blind on YouTube and then look up Chinese restaurant Australia.
Just succulent Chinese meal. It'll bring you up all the videos you need to see, and it is now naturally preserved.
Oh,
so.
Hold it down. Someone said, does it bug anyone else when you ask someone the time and they say 8:15 or 2:45? You know what? That is a pet peeve of mine.
You don't like the quarters?
I feel like you're looking for attention. Just tell me the time.
Well, I mean, listen, I am telling you the time. If it's 8:15, that's 8:15.
Tell me it's 8:15. You don't need to get some extra wordage in because you like to hear yourself talk.
Listen, I'm sorry that math class was hard for you, but it's 8:15, and you're just going to have to deal with it.
I'm not going to lie. I learned too late in life that 1/4 and 2:45 was 15 minutes to, because my entire life, quarters were 25 cents or 7 grams, to be honest with you.
You know where I'll meet you? I'll meet you halfway. If someone tells me it's half past, that to me, that's pretentious.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Just cut out the middleman and just tell me the time. All right, final one here. Someone said, if you could have the Midas touch, what would you want your touch to be?
Nothing. The Midas touch is a story that people misinterpret all the time. It's a curse. It's a bad thing. The idea that anything you touch turns into anything is a nightmare.
Yeah, but you could be like Rogue from the X-Men and just wear like gloves or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, until you accidentally hug your girlfriend and she turns into Skittles. Remember those commercials? Those were terrifying.
Easier than getting divorced, is it not?
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.